Hello, in today's video, I would like to answer three questions. The first question is, what is artificial intelligence? And after that, I like to answer the question which has been asked is, what is meant by metaverse? And finally, the name change of Facebook. Okay, so what is artificial intelligence? If you see artificial intelligence, intelligence is something which is associated with living beings. For example, human beings have this intelligence which is manifested in our ability to take decision and to solve problems after analyzing the various variables. So basically, if this is performed by the machines or by the computer, we say that that particular machine or that particular computer has artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is of two types. One is normal intelligence, which we call machine learning, and the second is deep learning. In machine learning, the machine or the computer is able to take a decision or solve a problem by taking a decision based upon the structured data which is available to the machine, and because of the human interface, because of certain algorithms which are built into computer, and it is able to take this variable and that variable and try to make a sense of it because of the algorithm, and it is able to take a decision. So this is called machine learning. And after that, there is deep learning. In deep learning, there is a set of data which is available, but it is not necessary that that set of data is a structured data. It could be raw data, and there is minimal or no human intervention. Deep learning. So if a machine is able to take a decision based upon no human intervention or based upon no structured data, just on the basis of raw data, that will be deep learning. AI is also spoken in terms of what is known as narrow AI. In case of narrow AI, the commonest example is Siri or face recognition ability based upon certain parameters, based upon certain set of decision making skills that are imbibed into that machine. One is able to take a decision. So this is narrow AI. Another common example is that based upon various, for example, in the stock market, based upon various the price of a particular script in the bourses, based upon that a computer or a machine is able to predict the price for the next day or for next 24 hours. This is basically narrow AI. General AI, general artificial intelligence, or super artificial intelligence are those states when machines will be able to take decisions as quickly, as fast, as objectively as a human mind. So when a machine will exactly mimic the decision making ability of a human mind, and if it is able to exceed the decision making ability of a human mind, it will be super AI. So general AI and super AI are not there right now. Some people say by 2040 this will be achieved. Some say it will never be achieved. Some say it will take 100 years. So we don't know. So this is meant by artificial intelligence. Now second thing is about what is meant by metaverse. Metaverse, meta means beyond, like in metaphysics, beyond matter. Verse means universe. So beyond universe. So this is based many years ago, some 30 years ago, there was a sci-fi fiction which talked about a person who lives in a very small room, but he imagines himself to be the owner of a huge universe. So meta universe or metaverse is an artificial, imaginary, digital world which is catching up the imagination of a lot of people. Companies like HTC, companies like Microsoft, companies like Google, companies like Facebook, they want to have their metaverse in which, with the help of certain machines like computer or maybe a glass, remember the Google Glass, you will be able to enter a metaverse and you will be able to live your fancies. To give you an example, I could create an avatar or an avatar of myself in the metaverse, and by paying some amount of money to say a Google metaverse, I could own a plot of land in an imaginary or a digital metaverse. Okay, or I could pay to attend a Justin Bieber concert which is happening in metaverse. Okay, so this is metaverse. So it's an artificial world. In the book which I spoke about, or the book that first spoke of metaverse, and we thought it was not achievable. That was lot of dystopia in that concept. Dystopia is opposite of utopia. In utopia, everything happens in the favor of mankind. Everything is good, everything is sober, everything is civil. And dystopia, everything opposite that. So perhaps metaverse will be that metaverse minus dystopia. So you could own a plot of land. You may be living in a lig flat, or you may be living in a small workplace, or you may be living in a small room, and yet digitally, when you go to your computer, when you access a metaverse of any company, you could be staying in a very big palace, or you could be visiting San Francisco. You could be rubbing shoulders with the celebrities in the Bollywood. In the artificial world, will you have to pay to be in the metaverse? Yes, of course. Nothing will be free, because huge amount of money will go. Maybe initially it will be free. So that is metaverse. It's a digital artificial virtual world. Third question is, sir, why what is Facebook now that Facebook has become Meta? Will Facebook cease to exist, or will it have a new name? Let me explain. Facebook Incorporated, which is a company in California in the United States, had many brands or many divisions, and one of the brands was Facebook. One of the brands was Facebook. Another brand was, for example, WhatsApp. Another brand was Instagram. As you know, Instagram and WhatsApp, they were purchased. They were purchased by Facebook. Now the name of Facebook Incorporated, or Facebook Inc., has been changed to Meta Platforms Inc. So the mother company, the company's name has changed, but the three brands remain. Facebook will remain as it is. Instagram will remain. WhatsApp will remain, or any other brand of Facebook will remain. So it is the change. Why have they changed the name of the company? First of all, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp, they want to give them three distinct identities. And secondly, Mark Zuckerberg has tremendous belief in metaverse, and he wants metaverse to come up as a very distinct form of revenue generation. And Facebook has already sunk in more than $10 billion in metaverse, and it does not want to lose out on the race which has been started by other FANG companies. So it is just a change in the name of the parent company, which was earlier Facebook Incorporated. Now it is Meta Platforms Inc. And it also shows a growing belief of Mark Zuckerberg into the revenue stream, which will be led by Metaverse, or Meta Universe. As you know, that Facebook has been trying to get a digital currency approved for almost 2 years, 2.5 years, and he's not been successful. So lot of things will happen. Maybe there will be interoperability, or there will be a seamless. You could enter the Facebook metaverse, and from there you could go to some other metaverse. There could be some transfer charges or some transaction charges, something like that. But Facebook will remain as a brand of Meta Platforms Inc. I hope I have answered all the three questions. Thank you.